Welcome to Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Hughes Federal Credit Union. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley, here with Greg Hansen, GH. We haven't done this in a while. I'm going to throw some topics at you. Tell me what you think.
All right.
What's more impressive, the Cleveland Indians winning a bunch of games or the Dodgers losing a bunch of games?
I would say the Indians, because it's almost a record, isn't it?
Yes.
And Terry Francona is their manager, and if you don't like Terry Francona, you're breathing the wrong air.
Right.
Indians, I mean, I would love to see them win.
Would you buy a Steve Kerr Arizona T-shirt in the bookstore?
I'm going to buy one for my sons for their birthday.
Okay. Which one?
Just the jersey.
Okay, okay.
The jersey.
Oh, the jersey.
Yeah.
That's big time.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. So a very small fraction, like the right pinky fingernail of the Lute Olson statue will be paid for in part by Greg Hansen.
Yes. I hope it's no more than $9.99. I saw Steve Kerr on TV at the U.S. Open last week.
Yeah.
Isn't that classy that Steve Kerr wouldn't go to like a Raiders game or something, but he's at the U.S. Open.
He is at the U.S. Open.
Watching Venus Williams, and that was the best.
That's really cool. What sporting event would you rather watch? Okay. U.S. Open tennis, Ryder Cup golf,
the Masters.
College World Series. No. These are your three choices.
Well, Ryder Cup golf.
Ryder Cup golf.
Yeah.
See, all three of those to me, every year I go, I should watch more of this, because you watch it and it's great television.
And it seems like fall when the Ryder Cup's on,
Yep.
and it's still 94 here, and you're watching it, and you go, boy, I need to get a jacket pretty soon.
It's always that opening week of Pac-12 football, it seems,
Yeah.
or week two. It's, I can't tell you how many times we were on the road at USC in early October.
Missed it, yeah.
And there's the Ryder Cup on TV.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Let's see. Number 3, we've talked about unassailable records. Jeff Skirn at Catalina Foothills High is coming up on 300 wins. If you total up everything, right, Italian semi-pro league and junior college, who's the next guy in town who could challenge that mark?
If Dennis Benet stays for, I think he's got like 160 now at South Point. Okay, let's say he averages 10 a year.
Right.
You need 14 more years.
Right. Benet's not an old man, though.
No, and he stayed when his son left, which is impressive.
Right.
And has gotten even better.
Right.
And he's going to be an institution if he stays even 5 more years.
Right.
And he's got it rolling.
Okay. Right. Yeah, he does have it rolling.
He could get to 300. Dennis, stay 14 more years, Dennis.
Just 14 more years. Real quick, while we're talking about that, you saw Bijan Robinson jump over a dude Friday night at South Point, Tucson High, Keno North Stadium. Most impressive play you've ever seen live from a high school kid?
Wow. I saw Kadeem Carry once against Santa Rita do like a flip.
Yeah.
And then as he was zigzagging, he did a flip at the end of it. Jeff Skirn was coaching that game. And I remember he called me the next day and said, "Did you see that, Ron?" But Bijan, they called a penalty for safety issues on that play.
Yeah.
You don't need to call that.
No, and here's the thing. Nobody will remember.
Yeah.
I don't even remember now that it was called back. It's the greatest play I've ever seen.
No one in the stands, everybody's going, "What happened there?" And it was a bad call.
Will Bijan Robinson play in the NFL?
He doesn't get hurt. It's funny, I studied the 9 Arizona running backs who've been in the NFL.
Right.
And it's scary how brief their careers were.
Right.
Everyone was injured. Wow. No one had a productive career. Trunk candidate.
Yep.
Kadeem Carry. Boy, being a running back isn't a long-range business, is it?
Will Kadeem Carry pick up somewhere else, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody's getting hurt.
Right. And he's getting better at special teams, which I think is important.
And he's a good guy.
Right. You know, we both know the Chicago Bears beat writer for the Chicago Sun-Times. One of the things that Patrick has told me is the NFL is filled with guys you've never heard of who make a lot of very good money being pretty good on special teams.
Oh. Will Parks.
Will Parks. Kadeem Carry can do that. Robert Golden is a captain for the Steelers. Yes. If Kadeem Carry dedicates himself to that, he could play in the league a long time, maybe never as a featured back, but as somebody who is collecting an NFL paycheck, and I'd take one of those, wouldn't you?
Oh, if you ask the average NFL fan who's been a fan for a long time, what'd you think of Michael Bates in the NFL? And they'd go, who?
Right. No, that's true.
He was the best special teams player in the league for a 10-year period.
For a 10-year period, yeah. One last thing before we go. Does it feel like football season yet?
I think it was 103 when I drove in here today. And But I did see, like, next week it's only supposed to be like 90.
I saw my wife the other day. We were talking about Halloween. It's like, oh, and Halloween, it's going to be so nice to finally feel like fall. And she goes, remember it was 93 last year on Halloween?
Don't tell me that. I don't even want to know that.
We had our kids turn bright red when we took them trick-or-treating because their Superman costumes were too hot. Not good.
This isn't a good day now, knowing that. Because I thought by October 1st it would be 83.
To me, it is football season when conference play begins.
Yeah.
Not SC Stanford last week. Like conference play, like in 2 weeks or a week from now, I can sit there and really dig into college football. Between now and then, all the games are either made for TV spectacles or so lopsided that I half care.
Here's the one to look forward to. October 7th, Arizona at Colorado. I don't know what time the kickoff is yet, but I'm going to take a big coat just to celebrate not being hot.
I love it. I love it. That'll do it for this episode of Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Hughes Federal Credit Union. For Greg Hansen, remember when we used to travel together and I'd go and 1 year in Spokane?
You bought gloves.
I bought gloves because it was too cold. Then the next time we went to Spokane, I had lost those gloves. I went to the same store.
Used them once.
Yeah, went to the same store, bought the same gloves 2 years later.
Well, if you live in Tucson, you wear gloves once a year.
Yes, I have 1 pair of gloves. I have 15 pairs of swimming trunks, and that's the way I like it.
Yeah.
I'm Ryan Finley. We'll see you next time.